When I was thinking about what to say tonight, the thing that kept coming up over and over again was to talk about the angels in my life that have appeared the past 8 months. And once my diagnosis was given, it felt as if the floor had dropped out beneath me. I have an amazing husband, an incredible 2-year-old son, a beautiful group of friends, a really supportive family, as supportive as you could ask for, and everything was going really well for me. And I kept wondering, why is this happening to me and to us? And why does it happen at all? Anyone that's been on this journey would probably agree with me that people have a way of appearing in your life when you most need them. I'd like to share with you 3 experiences that I've had since my diagnosis that have proved to me that angels exist. The first one happened on day 1 of my biopsy. At that point, I didn't even know I had cancer yet. I was sitting in the surgeon's office. I was weeping uncontrollably. Things weren't looking good. It wasn't good. And the office was tiny, and I was trying to maintain composure. And I was sitting in there, and I noticed right across from me, the office was, maybe 6 feet. Right across from me was a woman whose hair was shorter than mine. She was smiling at me, like the biggest smile I've ever seen, and she was glowing. She was more than any human being I'd ever seen. There was an inner light in her. And as I was weeping there, so scared and so terrified, she crossed the room and had her hand outstretched, and she took me in her arms, and she held me probably for, I don't even know how long, at least 10 minutes. She just held me and she whispered in my ear that I was going to be okay and that she was here for me and that she understood what I was going through. And I really, truly believe that she was an angel sent there to help me on this path. She called me every day during those first scary days when you're waiting on test results and you're meeting doctors and you're getting thrown all the terminology that you do not understand. You're so overwhelmed. And she just would call and say, I love you and I'm thinking about you. And I do believe she was an angel for sure. The second experience I had was on the Central Market patio. We had just met with my oncologist for the first time, and we were feeling really good about him and really positive about our decision. And we were just having lunch. I hadn't had any treatments. I had no Band-Aids. My hair was there. We were normal. I was with my husband and my mom, and we were just having lunch. And I kept noticing out of the corner of my eye, this woman was just looking at me, and she kept whispering to her husband and looking over, and whispering and looking over, and it was really annoying, actually. And creepy. And about 2 minutes later, she just crossed over. She crossed over the whole patio, and she kind of leaned into the table, and she said, do y'all believe in God? And we were pretty taken aback by that. I was a little bit freaked out. I thought she might be trying to sell us something. I didn't know. So I said, why are you asking? And she said, because God has sent me to this table to tell you that you're going to be okay. And we all pretty much dropped our forks. We wanted to hear what this woman had to say. And she said that there was such a strong message coming to her that she needed to share it with me, and that she needed to tell me that I was going to be walking a really dark path, but that I was going to come out in the light. And she asked me if it would be okay if she prayed with us. And she called her husband over, who was dressed in scrubs. And he walked over, and they held our hands, and she introduced him as a prominent breast surgeon here in town. And we all held hands, and she just prayed for me and for my family. And she said, Lee's going to be walking on a dark path, but I want her to know that there's going to be light at the end of this, and I want her to know that she's going to come out okay. And of course, at that time, it didn't feel like that at all. And I thought she too was an angel that appeared to me. And the third time was when my husband and I found our way into the DCRC offices. I was terrified. I was overwhelmed. We had so much information coming at us. It was like being caught in a tornado. We were clutching my pathology report. What does this mean? This is a foreign language. What in the world is this? And we walked in, and Rayanne was standing there smiling. And she took me in her arms, and she too gave me a hug. And she took the pathology report out of my hand, and she said, "Okay, this is good. You're estrogen positive. This is really good. You're HER2 negative. This is really good." And all of a sudden, I started seeing things in a more positive light. She was like, it's okay, these things are good. And we met Rooney from the Pink Ribbon Cowgirls, also embraced us, took us to the lending library, we checked out books. And I think more than anything, those women there empowered me. They let me know that I had options. They let me know that I could make my own decisions, that I was my own advocate. That I didn't have to just go with the system and be in that washing machine of terror, and that I could take a step back and say, wait a minute, this is my life. And I'm going to do what I need to do to feel good about it. And I attended Rain's 8-week support group, and I met the most beautiful women there, and just connecting with women that understood. I went to a nutrition seminar. I joined the Pink Ribbon Cowgirls. I posted about every neurotic thought I was having, and all of them wrote back and said, we've had that too. And you're okay, and you're safe, and we understand. And I just cannot thank the DCRC enough for being there for all of us. And for showing us that we can reclaim our lives, that we're beautiful, that we can wear bras, that we can teach our breath our stuff, and that we can live again, and we can smile, and we can hold our heads up high. And I do believe that the DCRC is also full of angels that have made it their passion to help the rest of us on this path, and I thank them. And I thank you all so much for being here.